A vulture landed on the boy and began tearing at his flesh. The searing pain jolted him awake, and he hurled the bird away. Looking down, he realized he was suspended above a bottomless chasm with an impossibly sheer cliff face towering above him. He screamed his father's name until his voice was raw, but silence was his only answer. During the hunt with his tribe, a crazed yak had charged straight at him and sent him plummeting off the cliff. The boy had managed to catch hold of a rock jutting out from the cliff face, but it couldn't hold for long. With a sharp crack, the rock gave way and he plunged deeper into the abyss. By sheer luck, he landed on a narrow ledge protruding from the rock wall. He started climbing down, but suddenly his hand slipped, and he found himself dangling in midair. Just as his grip was about to fail, storm clouds rolled in, and the sky opened up in a torrential downpour. Water began filling the valley floor below. The boy knew this was his only shot. He decided to take the leap, jumping from the cliff and quickly disappearing beneath the rushing water. When he opened his eyes again, it was the next day. He dragged himself out of the mud, his leg completely shattered. He crawled to a puddle and gulped down the murky, filthy water. Then he wedged his swollen foot between two rocks, took a deep breath, and wrenched it hard to snap the bone back into place. Using branches, he fashioned a crude splint around his leg. Limping to the cliff's edge, he discovered a grave marker with his own name carved into it. His tribe had given him up for dead, and his father had led them away. The boy collapsed to his knees, utterly broken. Suddenly, a wolf's howl echoed through the valley. He looked up to see a pack closing in on him. He ran in the opposite direction, dragging his injured leg, but the wolves were faster. Spotting a dead tree ahead, he tried to climb it, but a wolf caught him from behind. He pulled out his knife and drove it deep into the animal. The wounded wolf fell, and the boy barely escaped with his life. The pack waited beneath the tree all night long. By morning, the other wolves had vanished, leaving only the injured gray wolf. The boy lashed his knife to a branch, creating a makeshift spear. He raised it high, ready to deliver the final blow, but the wolf lay whimpering, begging for mercy. Looking into its helpless eyes, his heart softened. Still afraid it might attack, he tied its jaws shut with rope, dragged it to the river to clean its wounds, and carried it into a cave where they spent the night together. When he woke the next morning, the gray wolf had broken free of its bindings and was staring at him intently. The boy cautiously approached with a bowl of water. Seeing he meant no harm, the wolf relaxed and began lapping up the water eagerly. The boy scavenged some insects, and though he was nearly faint with hunger, he shared half with the gray wolf. But it wasn't nearly enough. The next day, while hunting, he spotted a rabbit in the brush. He grabbed a rock and struck it down. Back at the cave, he started a fire by rubbing sticks together. It was the first time he'd tasted hot roasted rabbit. He told the wolf that if it wanted food, it would have to follow orders. The animal seemed to understand and lowered its head. The boy tossed it a bone. The following day, the boy decided to search for his tribe. He urged the gray wolf to return to its pack, but no matter how hard he tried to chase it away, it refused to leave. He threw a stick to scare it off, but it just wagged its tail and brought the stick back. So the boy decided to take it along with him, naming it Alpha.